day that Hunter Foods burnt down became a crisis in West Hunter, USA, and the surrounding communities. The 2019 fire started when a tractor-trailer caught fire in the loading dock and caused hundreds of families to drive miles out of their way just to get groceries each week. The fire had a ripple effect on the whole economy as families took advantage of the need to grocery shop and to enjoy restaurants outside of the city. The Chamber of Commerce pushed the grocery business to accelerate the rebuilding of the store. A brand new state-of-the-art store enjoyed a grand reopening in the late summer of 2020. Janie MacGregor's in-laws were coming for dinner in just a few days, and she was becoming more frantic with each passing hour. Janie was not their preferred choice for their daughter-in-law. They tolerated their son's marriage, though not withholding not-so-subtle criticisms from Janie's ears. Determined to make the meal perfect, Janie grabbed her 4 children and rushed to Hunter Foods, living in denial that her children would behave. It had been a long week, and 2 of her children were sick. Between doctor's appointments, pharmacy trips, and caring for the 4 kids, she had little time to rest. Kyle, her husband, worked long hours and didn't get off the train until 6:30 p.m. He helped when he could, but it was not nearly enough to give Janie a break. She was at her wits' end, and as the kids were wandering up and down the aisles, singing and jumping, she had to hold herself back from screaming for the kids to get back in her aisle.
Where's Janie? Where is she? Oh no, I can't take this.
Mark, her oldest, came back to the vegetable aisle to find his mother panicking.
Have you seen Janie?
What are you talking about, Mom? She's on your hip. You're holding her.
Janie starts to sob, convinced that there was something seriously wrong with her. This was not the first time something like this had happened.
What's wrong with me?
Susan, a senior citizen, had been shopping alone for 10 years since her husband passed away. Like the other shoppers, the MacGregor family caught her attention. She empathized with the young mother, remembering when she was a frantic young mother trying to grocery shop with 3 children as well.
Hi, sweetie. Can I help you? You seem like you could use a friend in this store.
Those simple words of empathy triggered Janie to tear up. Susan caught the eye of Janie's children, who had now returned to their mother.
Your mom is a good mama trying to shop and take care of you at the same time. She's a superhero, isn't she?
The 3 children shied away from the strange old woman and stepped behind their mom and hung on her legs. Susan returned her focus to Janie.
I'm Susan Lucas. How can I help?
I've got a lot on my mind. I'm having trouble focusing on my list. Could you help me find things?
Oh, honey, I'd be glad to. I remember when I had days like this that I'd pray each morning for the strength to raise my children with peace and joy. I'd ask him to help me through the day. I don't know how I would have survived without praying to him.
Oh, Susan, you are a godsend. I've been so stressed that I haven't talked to God.
There is nothing more important than praying to God. He is our rock and our creator, and He alone can give us what we need when we ask Him for help.
I'm thankful you were bold enough to say all that. I needed to hear it. How silly of me to not ask God for help. Could you help me finish my list? I'd really enjoy talking with you.
This is Holly Young for Gramazin.com. Susan showed us the best kind of ministry there is, teaching someone to rely on God while helping them to bear a burden. If we look for opportunities to share God's love, God will bring them to us. The next time you shop, see if there's someone in distress whom you can prove the love of God is real to. God bless.
In the last class, I presented a vision for a testimony task force. And our vision is this, that churches in the North Shore are going to start publishing their testimonies on their websites so that when people drive by, they know those people get me. They've been through divorce. They've been through suicidal like I was at one point in my life. They get it. I can relate with them. I can consider joining their church or participating in their church.